Remember, when driving was a conversation, it was just you, the machine, and the road. You felt the grain of the asphalt vibrating through the hydraulic steering rack. You heard the engine breathe through individual throttle bodies. If you messed up a shift, the car jerked and let you know. It was raw, it was imperfect, but God, it was alive. Now, look around. We are living in the golden age of horsepower. We have family SUVs with 500 horsepower that can embarrass a supercar from the 90s. We have electric sedans that do 0 to 60 faster than your brain can process the G-force. On paper, scientifically, cars have never been better. They are faster, safer, and more efficient. But ask yourself this honest question: if cars are better than ever, why does driving them feel so numb? Why does a modern supercar feel like a video game? And why does your daily driver feel like a kitchen appliance? We are losing the soul of the machine. Slowly, methodically, the mechanical connection is being severed and replaced by zeros and ones. Today, we are not just complaining for the sake of nostalgia. We are diagnosing the patient. Here are the 9 things that are actively murdering driving pleasure. Welcome back to the channel. Before the comment section explodes, I want to be clear. I am not a Luddite. I like air conditioning. I like that my car starts on a cold morning without needing a carburetor adjustment. I like not dying in a crash. But there is a massive difference between efficient transportation and engaging driving. And the industry is pushing us aggressively toward the former. We are trading character for competence. We are trading feedback for isolation. It is a death by 1,000 cuts. Some of these are government regulations, some are cost-cutting measures disguised as innovation, and some are just plain stupid trends that need to die. Let's break it down. Point number 1, the elephant in the room. Literally, weight, physics, is a cruel mistress, and she cannot be cheated. Manufacturers try to hide it. They give you rear-wheel steering, active roll bars, and adaptive air suspension. They use technology to mask the mass. But you cannot hide 2.5 tons. Modern cars are obese. Safety regulations started it, but electrification and luxury bloat finished the job. A new BMW M5 weighs more than a Ford F-150 pickup truck did a few decades ago. Why does this kill pleasure? Because weight kills agility. It kills braking feel. It numbs the initial turn in response. A light car dances on its toes. A heavy car pummels the road into submission. It destroys tires and brakes. It might be fast in a straight line, sure, but in the corners it feels like you're driving a high-speed bank vault. The sense of danger is gone, replaced by the sense of managing momentum. Number 2. The war on buttons and the rise of the screen. I don't know who needs to hear this, but gluing a giant iPad to the dashboard is not luxury. It is laziness, and it is dangerous. Manufacturers love touchscreens for one reason only: money. It is infinitely cheaper to code a button on a screen than to manufacture, wire, and install a physical switch with nice haptic feedback. But for the driver, it is a disaster. Muscle memory relies on physical touch. You used to be able to turn up the heat, adjust the volume, or skip a track without taking your eyes off the apex. You knew where the button was by feel. Now, you are digging through 3 layers of sub-menus just to turn off the heated seats while doing 70 miles per hour on the highway. It breaks your focus. It breaks the immersion. Plus, look at those screens after a week. Fingerprints, dust, and glare bring back the tactile click. Point 3. The death of sound, or worse, the rise of fake sound. Sound is the voice of the car. We all know EVs are silent. That is their nature. But even combustion cars are being muzzled. European regulations have introduced particulate filters, known as OPFs. They act like a cork in the exhaust, turning roaring V8s into breathless vacuum cleaners. Look at the new Mercedes C63. It went from a thunderous V8 to a 4-cylinder hybrid. It is technically fast, but emotionally, it is dead. So, what do the manufacturers do? They lie to you. They pipe fake engine frequencies through the speakers. It is the automotive equivalent of lip syncing. You press the throttle, and the computer decides what you should hear. When the sound doesn't match the vibration of the chassis, your brain knows it is fake. You are not driving the engine anymore. You are driving a simulation of one. Number 4. The emission tuning and rev hang. This is a technical one, but if you drive manual cars, you hate this. Modern emissions standards require the throttle to stay open for a split second. After you lift your foot off the gas to burn excess fuel, you push the clutch into shift, but the revs don't drop. You have to wait 1-2 seconds for the engine to slow down so you can shift smoothly. It ruins the rhythm of driving. It makes the car feel lazy and disconnected. The sharp instant throttle response of the 1990s is gone, replaced by a computerized lag that tries to save the polar bears by ruining your gear change. Point 5. The Nannies and active safety. Look, safety is good. Automatic braking saves lives. I get it. But why does every modern car try to fight me? Lane keep assist that wrestles the steering wheel out of your hand when you are strictly trying to dodge a pothole. Pre-collision systems that panic brake because they saw a shadow or a plastic bag. Beeps, bongs, and chimes for everything. It treats the driver like a liability, not an operator. It creates a relationship of annoyance, not partnership. It is hard to enjoy a canyon run when your car is constantly screaming at you, flashing red lights on the dash and vibrating the seat because you touched a white line. It creates a black box feeling where you are never quite sure what the car will do next. Number 6 is subtle, but it is the silent killer of joy. Electric power steering, or EPS, in the old days. Hydraulic steering was like a braille book. You could read the road. You knew if you ran over a coin. You knew exactly when the front tires were losing grip because the wheel would go light in your hands. The steering talked to you. Now, the steering wheel is just a request mechanism. You ask the computer to turn, and it turns. Most modern systems are incredibly precise. Yes, but they are completely dead. There is no feedback, no chatter. It is like playing a video game with the force feedback turned off. You are guessing how much grip you have rather than feeling it. You have to trust the electronics rather than your own hands. Point 7. The extinction of the manual transmission. We knew this was coming. Yes, a ZF8 speed automatic is faster. Yes, a dual clutch shifts in milliseconds. A human can never compete with a computer on shift times. But driving pleasure isn't about lap times. It is about engagement. The clutch pedal is the handshake between you and the drivetrain. Rev matching a downshift perfectly, that is a skill. It is satisfying. It requires you to pay attention. When you take that away, you remove the biggest physical action the driver has. You become a passenger who suggests direction. We are down to a handful of cars that even offer a stick shift. Once they are gone, a huge part of driving culture dies with them. Number 8. The curse of platform, sharing and uniformity. Have you noticed that cars are starting to feel the same? That is because they are. To save money, big conglomerates use the same chassis, same engines, and same electronics across 10 different brands. A Volkswagen drives like an Audi, which drives like a Skoda. A Toyota Supra is just a BMW Z4 in a Halloween costume. The unique quirks, the specific engineering philosophy of a brand, it is all getting blended into a grey soup of competence. Distinctive character is a risk, and big companies hate risk. So we get perfectly average, boring cars that appeal to everyone and excite no one. Point 9. Subscription services and software locks. This is a new disease. Imagine buying a car. The hardware is already installed, but you have to pay a monthly fee to turn it on, heated seats. Subscription, faster acceleration, downloadable content. This kills the concept of ownership. You do not own your car anymore. You're just a user in an ecosystem. It makes the car feel like a service, like Netflix, rather than a machine that is yours. It is cynical, it is greedy, and it kills the bond between man and machine. You are not a driver, you are a subscriber. And finally, point 10, the SUV and crossover invasion. Nobody buys sedans anymore. Nobody buys wagons. Everyone wants a high riding position, but here is the problem. Height is the enemy of handling. To make a tall SUV handle, well, You have to make the suspension incredibly stiff to stop it from rolling over. So you end up with a car that has a high center of gravity, but rides like a wooden cart. We are sacrificing aerodynamics, efficiency, beauty, and handling dynamics just to sit 6 inches higher in traffic. It is the homogenization of the car. Everything is becoming a jelly bean on stilts. So, is it all over? Are we doomed to drive heavy, silent, beeping appliances? Not yet. There is a resistance. Cars like the Mazda Miata, the Toyota GR86, the Porsche Cayman, the Civic Type R. They prove that the recipe still works. They prove that people want to feel something. They prove that analog inputs still have a place in a digital world. But the window is closing fast. If you love driving, real driving, do not wait. Buy the analog car now. Keep the classics alive. Drive them, fix them, modify them. Because the future, it is looking very efficient, very fast, and very, very boring. What do you think? Am I just an old man yelling at clouds, or is the spark really gone? Which of these points annoys you the most? Is it the screens, the weight, or the subscriptions? Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this rant. Hit that like button. It helps the algorithm know that we still care about real cars. Subscribe for more petrol-fueled content, and I will see you in the next one. Drive safe.